All right, couple of solos to kick things off. How about a little side-by-side top fuel? Again, for you casual fans who may not know practices and procedures, lanes are assigned. If we have an odd number of cars, it's not at all uncommon. To start off with a solo, because just for instance, if you have 19 cars, you can't make pairs out of all of that. But if we have cars that opt out of a session, which is entirely up to the team, if you have a left lane car that opts out, that's going to give you a right lane single. And there you have it. Spencer Massey rolling in here now. Driving for Pat Dakin, commercial metal fab car. The businessman out of Ohio is Pat. He had Spencer Massey fill in while he underwent a medical procedure a couple of years ago. And once Pat was well enough to get back in the car, he said, you know, the kid's doing such a great job. I think I'm having just as much fun tuning and working on the thing. Let him go out there and drive it. And Doug Foley out of Mooresville, North Carolina. ProTech machine over here on the right side. Great to see Doug back on track as well. That's a good, solid race car they've got down there. Working with Lance Larson, Glenn Huzzer. That's a team that's just waiting for a bust-out weekend.
Pat Dakin really impressed me when Spencer was out for the birth of his daughter. Dakin jumped back in the car for the first time in a long time. And nailed it.
Well, Foley took the tire off right at the step. Dealing with this much horsepower, it's sometimes pretty easy to get your toes over the edge, and that's looked like what happened down there on the ProTech side of the racetrack. Spencer Massey, solid on the initial move, but he got pretty aggressive out there at about 150 feet, and that's about as far as he went under power, so we'll have to come back and take another crack at it later on. See Scott Graham and Pat Dakin down there on the starting line, and I think, I'm just trying to read his lips, but I think what Scott told Pat was, you know, we never had that problem when you were driving. What do you think he said?
Listen, Dakin was awesome out there in Charlotte. He won a round. He was in the mix in the second round.
I don't here, Joe. Let's sneak in on this here.
Do it,
Scott. Was that and I quote, Pat? We never had that problem when you were driving. Is that?
Yeah, no. Alan needs to work on his lip reading.
Oh, okay.
That's not even close to what I said.
All right. What did you say?
I literally stopped the bearing out there and still didn't make it. So that tells you how much I screwed up there. I came up a little too hot and tried to fix it right here and didn't take enough away.
I hate it when that happens.
I know, right? It was easy. Everybody be doing it, right?
I mean, Alan Reinhardt's volunteering to be crew guy at this point, so
he can come tune this car anytime he wants.
There you go, AR. I found you a
Dakin
job.
says no. Dakin's shaking his head violently.
I'm not sure Dakin's got that much money.